This
Jeffrey.
comment from Tim, I want this comment from Tim right here. I'm saying, what are the metrics? Seems like they changed for each coach. He's talking about our list. My response to that is do you know how impossible it would be to rank a list based off metrics? So we like, okay, just say we all got together, Jackson, Austin, and myself. We all got together and we did some criteria and we based it all off this criteria. You know how impossible that would be? Because again,
we all would disagree.
Every situation is different, and we would disagree on those criteria. So it would be impossible because just say we did criteria your way, Austin, or Jackson's way, Cignetti might be 30th because we're taking longevity. Kurt Ferentz is 3 because we're going off the longevity here, or going off can't win the big game. Franklin will be at 40th. They don't win anything.
Exactly.
So my point is that how can you actually make an objective list using some criteria? I go off Fields. Lincoln Riley is on firing lists. He's not here. He's not here right now. If we were doing this 5 years ago, we would have Lincoln Riley in the top 5. He's gone because he's on the firing list, hot seat list, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Things change. I get your point, Tim. I know it's devil's advocate. I'm just saying that if we did a list based off criteria, it still wouldn't mean that Lincoln Riley would be there. So you're going off accomplishments, but how impressive are those accomplishments when Bob Stoops set him up for success? You see,
and here's the thing:
different ways. Because if
here's the thing,
you look more and more at Lincoln Riley's success, how much of it is even him?
Now, here's the thing. TV timeout. To play devil's advocate here, what I will say, what he did at USC in year 1, I will back Tim up on this, and I have said this in the past. And Jeffrey, I know me, you, and Jackson have gone round and round about this.
But what he did, Oklahoma team with him, though.
Here's the thing: I understand that, Jeffrey, and I'm not discrediting that. But we have to remember what USC was before that. Clay Helton basically left it like at the altar was like, I changed my mind. I don't want to be married to you anymore. Peace out. And yes, I understand he took Caleb Williams with him. He took all the greatness with him, but he did take him to the Pac-12 championship. And here's the thing. I'm not discrediting what either one of you are saying. I agree with that. Like, any coach that takes a whole team with them would probably do great at another team as well. But like Cignetti did with JMU, like Brom took Purdue, we're not discrediting any of that. But what he did in a Pac-12 that was with an Oregon team who was favored to win. You had a Washington team. You had the defending champs Utah. So we have to look at the situation all together. And I will say this, and Caleb Williams to win another Heisman QB added to his list. So I'll give Lincoln Riley credit for that. But these last 2 years, though, yes, I am with you, Jeffrey. He absolutely does not belong here after the last 2 years.
That's why this list, you see our title of the video, ranking the college football coaches for 2025, 2026. I'm gonna emphasize that part of the title and description, 2025, 2026, makes a massive deal. That's not your criteria alone. Otherwise, Whittingham would not be on the list either. But
yes.
Cignetti is top 10 right now after what he did last year. Lincoln Riley, after 2 seasons of god-awful garbage, is gone. I mean, you cannot have a top 10 coaches list with a coach that people want fired. You just can't. Not right now. Now, if we did a different live stream and said ranking the top 10 college football coaches for the last 10 years, then Lincoln Riley would be there.
Yes. And Tim brings up the metrics. And Tim, we should have prefaced this at the beginning.
Tim says my metrics are capricious, or however you say that.
Here's the thing, and Jeffrey, before you unleash, here's the thing. Like I said at the beginning here, each of our metrics are different. Like, when we come into this, our metrics are different. Now, Jackson's metrics may be, have you won a natty? Can you win the big time? Are you a 10-year head coach? Jeffrey's metrics may be, what have you done for me lately? Simple as that. Like, my metrics are, do you bring in revenue? Do you play in big games? Are you valuable to your team? Because, for example, let's say Kyle Whittingham, you take him off Utah tomorrow. Does Utah still go 8-4? Probably not. Not the first year.
Capricious means subject to or showing sudden, unpredictable changes in mood, behavior, or attitude. Well, I mean, I'll take the mood or behavior. Sometimes I'm all over the place, but again, that's what makes the show really, really entertaining for some people. For others, they probably hate it, but this isn't the show for you. You know, I like jazzing people up sometimes with Twinkie moments.
Jazz
you know
hands.
But the thing is that now when it comes to attitude, though, I guess we'll go with attitude. For these coaches, I really don't feel I've been that wishy-washy. I have been pretty consistent.
No.
To me, I feel I have. Now, again, I understand, like, Tim, I love Tim. That's why I'm so glad Tim showed up. He's made the show 8 billion times better. But it's because we don't have Lincoln Riley there. Because he's not saying squat about Fickle. Where's Fickle? Look at that guy. Fickle was on the top of the world, man. Oh my gosh, he almost beat. He made the playoff. He beat Notre Dame. He's hung with Alabama. Where's that guy? He's done. He sucks now. People think he's.
People are calling for his job. Like, Wisconsin fans are about sick of him.
That's why Fickle's not on my list. Fickle, Riley. What about Cristobal? Will we have Cristobal in the top 10 if we're going off Oregon? He's not here. There's a lot of coaches.
No.
He's lucky to be in the top 20.
Because they haven't been good lately. They're just not.
And the fact that they pissed away a shot at going to the ACC title game.
All Miami had to do was win a game against Georgia Tech.
Or Syracuse, and they couldn't do that.
That's it. I mean, like I said, I get the arguments Tim's making about his coach, but I mean, Lincoln Riley legitimately should be on nobody's top 10 list at all.
And here's the thing. I want to put a ball on this because I know Jackson wants to finish because he's got that annoyed face.
Yeah, we're 2 hours and 15 minutes in, and we haven't even got to Austin's list.
No, that's why I'm gonna hurry through my mentions.
Okay, here's the thing. Jackson's like that annoyed cat right now. Like, shut up and feed me. But anyhow.
Yeah, and Caden the man still wants to call in, so we still might have that to look forward to.
Well, I will say though, if you think this gets a little longer than planned, you should see the Johnny Olden show. Like,
Lord,
Bert said that show is like a zoo. Like 9 to 10 people debate one another, and I walked in on there today before we did like the Chauncey Keenan commitment watch party on the Florida channels and via the Voice College football channels. I was like, what the hell did I walk into?
But to my point though, I'm gonna put a bow on this. Is Tim? I know you're listening. And I'm going to try to be the voice of reason between all of us here. I'm going to try to talk us off ledge here. Nobody here is saying Lincoln Riley is a bad head coach. No. Nobody's saying that. Jeffrey's not saying that. I'm not saying that. No. You're not saying that. Jackson's not saying that. We think he's a tremendous head coach, offensive genius. I think we all can agree if this was an offensive-minded list, Lincoln Riley would be 1 or 2. Like, Duke could call an offense any day of the week. Right, he proved that
he's higher than Cristobal.
Yes, exactly.
I would rank him higher than Cristobal, yes. Maybe Brian Kelly, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. It's 50-50.
But when it comes to defense, Lincoln Riley, sorry, Tim, love you to death, but he'd be in the dumpster. We'd be locked in the dumpster.
I don't think Lincoln Riley's a great coach at all. I don't think he's great. I don't think he sucks, but I don't think he's great. I think he's somewhere between good and like above average.
I'm saying he's not bad. Like, here's the thing.
He's proven that he's not great because of the fact that, like I said, he's never been able to completely have a full team. And he's been a coach now for how long? Like a decade at this point. You have to have a complete team on both sides of the ball. It doesn't matter how great your offense is. You have to have a complete team on both sides of the ball. And that is Lincoln Riley's job as the head coach to do that. Every single year, we hear how crappy their defense is and all the limitations. He's at USC, for crying out loud. USC has the best resources in the country, and they're losing players to Michigan and Texas left and right. USC is not the destination that it should be right now. And that is a Lincoln Riley problem. It is a problem.
And here's the thing, though.
His defense sucks. It sucks.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, too. Here's the problem with USC and Jackson. I swear, this is the thing with USC is it's hard to recruit out in LA because you've got the Lakers, you've got the Dodgers, you've got the Clippers, you've got all these big teams.
It should not be that hard to sell USC football, though. It's USC football, man.
And you got all these events going on. Like, that's the thing. It's just like Jeffrey, it's like Miami, LA. These cities it's hard to recruit in. But like you could sell to a recruit. I could sell to Jackson right now. Hey Jackson, would you like to come play in the Bluegrass State? Come play for Louisville. We got horses out here. It's a nice scenery. It's peaceful and quiet. And you get to play with a great head coach in Jeff Brom. And Jackson will be, see, he's already nodding like, yeah, I like that. Whereas USC is, and Jay Stowe says it's not hard to recruit USC.
It's not. Jason, it's LA. And money.
But here's the thing, though. Then here's the thing. If it's not hard, then why is Oregon players flipping from there then?
Because Oregon's got the daggum NIL from the Phil Knight Nike guy. Okay, that's why they got the players. USC still got the funds, and USC's got the LA. Okay, I mean, and yes, like Hummus said, Southern Cal is some of the best talent anywhere in the country. And you can't keep it anymore. They're losing players left and right to anywhere.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard to recruit. Maryland.
It's hard to recruit because USC suck and win, man. They stink. That's why.
Here's the thing. After the year they went to the Pac-12 championship with Caleb Williams, after those 2 years of big business, they should be getting recruits off the hook.
But how is that not Lincoln Riley's problem? You're saying it's a USC problem. I know, but Jason, you're right. Austin is talking about the fan base, but that don't matter about the players. Who cares? Like, it doesn't matter if the stadium's half empty. If USC's got the history and the money and the LA factor, it's like it should be easy.
Here's the thing, though, Jeffrey.
Lincoln Riley's not getting it done.
Let me ask you something, Jeffrey. Would you rather go to 11-1 Indiana with Curt Cignetti, who just made a playoff appearance, or do you want to go to LA and play for a great offensive coach in Lincoln Riley, but lost to Maryland, Minnesota?
That's most recruits. That's Lincoln Riley's problem. That's
like most people are going to choose Indiana. And what world does recruits choose Indiana, a Southern country state, over LA?
Google him, man. Lincoln Riley don't win anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
He's history right now. He might turn it around, but he's history, man.
LA has the scenery, has the beautiful women.
They got everybody but a great coach right now. That's the problem. And Lincoln Riley's
exactly
problem. He's got to fix that problem.
They should be lining up to Lincoln Riley's doorstep and saying, "Coach."
That's why he's not on the list. It's a Lincoln Riley problem, not a USC problem, man. It's a Lincoln Riley problem. And
listen,
right here, USC is the number one class right now. That's because they got 30 players. They're like averaging. It's like the 12th best class right now. They have the number one class. They got like 30 players.
Here's the thing with USC. When you hear the name Reggie Bush, Caleb Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, you should get hype. You should want to go play in Southern Cal. And all you hear from Indiana is Michael Penix Jr. and maybe Curt Cignetti now. He's a living legend already. But oh no, like, go ahead, Jackson. Go ahead.
What
We
you're
went
trying
off
to
the
tell
rails.
me, Austin, is that you're the ultimate defender of Brian Kelly, James Franklin, and Lincoln Riley just because of the fact, like 90% of college football fans that know what they're talking about think they suck. So it's like, oh yeah, they're good. They're not. Lincoln Riley's probably the best of the three on a good day. But he's
Oh Lord! Here's the thing. Though, Jeffrey. Here's the thing. Me defending James Franklin and Brian Kelly. Here's the thing. They're not bad head coaches. They are great for what they are. Don't act like
great
they're
for
bums,
what
Jeffrey.
they are. Right now, James Franklin's the best one. But on a good day, on a good year, Lincoln Riley can be better than all of them. We've seen
Here's
it.
the thing.
But he's
let
not
me ask
doing
you
it right
something.
now.
Let me put this in perspective. North Carolina and Indiana's history. Brian Kelly and James Franklin would be the best head
I
coaches
don't care
in their
about
history. Right?
Indiana's history. It don't matter.
And
Signetti
North Carolina.
took him to the playoffs, and USC's losing to Maryland. And we'll see if the number one recruiting class holds because A&M's fell apart. Does anybody remember A&M's? A&M's fell apart. So we'll see if USC can keep that class. If they keep that class and Lincoln Riley turns them around, then I'll be the first person to tell Tim and all the USC fans out there, good job, Lincoln Riley. You're back in the top 10. You figured it out. But as of right now, he's got a lot of work to do. Freshmen don't win you nothing in college football. They don't win you anything. All right, outside of Jeremiah Smith, Ryan Williams, not many of them play. So we'll have to see what Lincoln Riley does the next couple of years to earn his way back up to the top of college football, if he can do that.
Okay.